Well, welcome to This Week on Let's Fix Her Up. I'm your host, Mike Jamison, getting ready for another season of wonderful projects here in the Toledo area, spotlighting all the great contractors and people that make things happen in the Toledo area. I'm here in my shop right now, starting to get things all organized, kind of blowing the dust off everything, getting ready for some big shows this year because we've got some great stuff coming off. And, this week we're going to be talking decks. We've got a lot of decks to talk about, and we've got a brand new sponsor coming on board, and the great people over at Signature Decks. They've got a beautiful house that they're doing in Perrysburg, and we're kind of going through the motions with them here to find out exactly how it's done and how to put a big monstrous deck together with a hot tub, the barbecue, the whole deal. And we're going to be starting that project this week. And we'll also be talking with Bill McConnell over at Dunright Building Services, where they actually took the front porch off of a house, and they're integrating and putting a little deck together here. And this is an old 150-year-old house. And we've had some unique things happen as we were working on this over the summer. And we're going to be able to showcase that for you, too. And it's coming out real good. And we'll have the finished product for you next week right here on Let's Fix Her Up. And some of the other projects that we're going to be doing, I'm kind of scared to show you my backyard here of our house that we're completely redoing. And as you can see, it's a mess right now. And we've actually now gotten to the point where we got our stone in. We're going to be putting a patio in, and that'll be going in just a few weeks, along with some other stuff, so I can pretty much turn my backyard into my man cave. Because between football broadcasts, Dine Out Toledo broadcasts, Let's Fix Her Up broadcasts, and a whole bunch of other stuff we're doing, don't get a lot of time. Not to mention I have a daughter to go that I have to raise here too. So I want you to stick around. I want you to enjoy the show. Don't forget letsfixherup.com and give us your little tidbits. Maybe we can help you out on your project. So away we go. Well, folks, we're here with Justice. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, Mike.
Signature Decks, and we've been here for about a week or so with a brand new project that Justice is doing with us here at Let's Fix Her Up. And Justice, when it comes to decks, I mean, the acclaims and everybody talking in the Toledo area, it all comes down to Signature Decks and the kind of decks you do. And just looking at some of the pictures of some of the stuff you've done in the past, you just blew me away.
Thank you.
Just blew us away here. And I think, people are really worried about, oh my gosh, we don't have the money to do this, we don't have the money to do this. Something that I've noticed here lately is the fact that, number one, people are maybe not spending as much money going on vacations because they want something at their house that they can use all the time. And let me tell you what, with what you've been able to put together, Signature Decks is just incredible.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we've been fortunate. There's a lot of cool projects we've been able to be a part of, and we really specialize in that design aspect.
Sure.
Design and build, help our clients visualize what they're going to see, what they're going to get, before we start the process, which is really important.
Well, I know in the next few weeks we got a couple of projects. I put on our Facebook, on Let's Fix Her Up on the Facebook, I put a picture of a fire pit that you guys are doing, and I've had like 20 people calling me about that and explain, oh my God, when's that going to be coming? That's a project we're going to be doing here in just a few weeks. And but this project here was something real special, and it really got everybody kind of clicked. Tell us a little bit about what we're getting ourselves into here, and we'll kind of show some of the footage of some of the stuff we've done up until this point.
Yeah, this is about an 850 square foot deck, low maintenance decking from TimberTech. Their XLM product, Walnut Grove. You never have to stain it, don't have to seal it.
This isn't wood, this is like a composite,
wood.
Right?
Yeah, it's actually PVC, it's all vinyl, but it doesn't look like it looks like real wood.
Okay.
A lot of other features too, cool pergola, fire pit, built-in hot tub. Well, barbecue.
You name it, folks. This is what it.
Lighting.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, when we were out here, you had your machines out here digging your footers and putting everything in. And granted, before you even get started, you show the people kind of a finished product on the computer of what they're going to be getting.
Yep. Yeah, that's an important part. You know, that way we can tweak things. It can be so hard to visualize when you're used to just seeing your plain backyard. Well,
Sure.
I want a pergola, say for instance, but what's it going to look like? You know, where do we put it? How is the shade? You know, where's that going to be? So just little things like that help fine-tune it.
Now, when we were here before, you guys were digging. They actually had a concrete patio in here,
right?
And you actually utilized some of that. You didn't get rid of the whole concrete patio, right?
No, there's really no need to. Now, you don't want to build on top of it, so we do cut holes for our footers. But as long as you've got good slope away from your house, you know, and you're getting water away, then there's no need to remove it.
And basically, I love that machine, your auger machine that you use there. That's the only way
Ramrod.
to do the ramrod's the only way to go.
Yeah.
And basically, what you were putting in for your footers and for all of your base and everything. How deep do you go for this concrete? And I mean, normal everyday mom and pops wouldn't do it the way you did it. I mean, your diameter is a lot bigger.
Yeah, and that's all engineered, you know, for the loads, but most of our footers are between 12 and 18-inch diameter. These were 18s, and then we poured concrete. We go 36 inches deep in this county. If you're a little bit north, you got to go 42.
Right.
So that's what we got going on here.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, this thing is just going to be incredible. And when we come back, we're going to take you over here and show you some of the framing that's going on right now. Is your house ready for some new vinyl windows, professionally installed, all for $179? Dunright Building Services can install any size white double-hung insulated window for $179. That's right, $179 with a lifetime warranty. Dunright Building Services can also help homeowners with entry doors, siding, decks, and 4-season patio enclosures to make your home your dream home. All from a name you can trust, Dunright Building Services.
Know that cozy, warm feeling when you cover up with that big comforter? Seagate Roofing can blow in Owens Corning Attic Cat insulation, and your whole house can have that same feeling. Owens Corning Attic Cat is the new way to insulate. In our area, you should have 18 inches of attic insulation. Take advantage of Seagate Roofing's introductory offer. Save money 2 ways. Our introductory offer and on those rising heating bills. Call Seagate today. Start saving money and stay cozy without the comforter.
244-LEAK Seagate. TAS Electronics has moved.
The TAS Airport Highway Store has relocated just a few hundred yards to McCord.
Right next to the Springfield High School track.
It'll be a lot easier to drive into TAS on McCord.
TAS has more room, more inventory, and more fantastic deals.
Yeah, size matters.
TAS has relocated from Airport Highway just around the corner to McCord. Same neighborhood, bigger place.
TAS Electronics, fuel power. TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Since 1938, Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center has been synonymous with hardware, landscaping, plumbing, and your electrical needs. At our all-new store, we have another specialty, trains. Trains are a great hobby for kids of all ages. Gladio leads the way in keeping that hobby alive. They have all the major brand names, plus the largest selection of train accessories. Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center, Navarre, just east of Pearson Park. Gladio, we have great prices, but we specialize in service.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Now we're back here with Justice, I'll tell you, from Signature Decks. And folks, as you're seeing right now, this is, as of today, what you guys have got done. You know what, I was laughing with you, Justice. I said, oh God, you guys will have this done in a week. Then you started telling me all the things that are going on here. And I look at this deck, and it's such heavy-duty stuff. It's incredible.
Yeah, this is pretty typical 2x8 framing, double 2x8 beams. And it's a large project, so we've got a few beams, you know, we're attaching to the house. It's kind of the nuts and bolts of it, not too fancy yet, but...
Well, you know, and this is something too, that I was looking at, and you actually you're utilizing some of this patio concrete here, right, as extra stabilization, right?
Not really. Although this deck is low enough that it does look that way.
Right.
But with the way our posts are situated, we're spanning where we should be, but it's just so low to the ground. That's where we ended up with elevation.
This baby ain't gonna move at all.
It's not moving though. Yeah, it can't hurt to have the concrete there.
And everything that you're doing here, it looks like you're on 12-foot centers.
We're
even
less
tighter
than that. Yeah, we're about 6.5, 7 foot on the posts, and in this area we're about 8.5 feet.
Wow. This is and the one thing I think this is what comes down to the fact you guys are doing it right, because they're going to get into a position. This thing's never ever going to move. And I noticed this is actually a dual height deck here, because you've got the wraparound here, and with the hot tub. That's just going to sit up another probably foot then, right? Yeah,
so you're about a 6-inch step up to the hot tub area, and that way that it's easy to get into the tub. It's about half and half, which is a lot easier than if we built it in all the way.
Very nice, very nice. Now, some of the things that we were talking about here, I see these monstrous posts that we've got in here. This is going to be just a humongous arbor type thing over top, or pergola?
Yeah, pergola, shade structure. We've got some cedar timbers that we're milling up in the shop for the overhead.
Right.
And our custom post sleeves are going to slip over these 6x6s, and then we'll integrate some lighting and possibly some speakers too.
Oh, very nice. Now, with the new LED lighting and stuff that you've got going out, I mean, that really leaves it open for you guys to do a lot of neat stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of the new products out have changed, how we design and build. There's so many more cool options. It's fun to do.
Well, in the next few weeks, I know we're going to be working with you here on this project, and of course that fire pit and some other projects and good stuff there. Justice, give us your telephone number for people if they're interested in maybe having some work done.
Yeah, it's 419-277-5464. Our shop is in Maumee, so we're local. You can check out our portfolio too at the website sigdex.com, short for signature. And if you have any questions about a project, we're happy to help.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really going to be a neat one. I'm looking forward to. We get into you got probably about another day or so of framing.
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer. The steps will take a while. We've got a built-in planter to build, a landing, and some more steps over here. So. Hopefully get into some decking by the end of the week.
Well, this is just going to be an awesome deck, and I know the people that have this house are just happy as ever.
Yeah. This is great people to work for, good family, and we're enjoying it.
This is Signature Decks, and we're going to be spotlighting them for the next few weeks right here on Let's Fix Her Up.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Today I'd like to talk about a couple things, but I want to talk about a question that was asked to me by Wanda. Wanda asked, what's the best way to fix a large living room window that has water leaking between the panes? Hey, first and foremost, thanks for the question. Number two, I have a question for you, really. I mean, I would really be concerned about what's causing the water to get in. It sounds to me like it's condensation. A lot of times on insulated glass, which it sounds like you have, is insulated glass if it's getting between the panes, the seal breaks on them. That's a common problem as windows get older. What you can do is you can take the old window out, take it down to your local hardware store, they'll replace the pane and put it in. Now it sounds like it's a pretty large window, so you may have to contract a company to come do that for you if you're, if you just don't want to mess with something like that or you're afraid it's going to break, okay? But, I'm really concerned, though. You talk about the window, rain actually getting in there. Go outside, check where the vinyl siding or whatever siding you have, how it's sealed to the molding. Make sure that's sealed correctly. We want to make sure this is all sealed up, and then issue with the window pane itself. But I really think this is a condensation issue. Wanda, once again, thanks for the question. My name was Nick, your Toledo handyman, and that was your tip for the week.
Signature Decks specializes in creating unique spaces to make your life more comfortable. We offer competitively priced products that add value to your home and, more importantly, value to your life. Our dedicated team specializes in outdoor living. You work directly with the owner. Signature Decks serves the greater Toledo, Ohio area, including most of northwestern Ohio and southeastern Michigan. Schedule your free in-home consultation today. Signature Decks, bring outdoor living to life.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A+, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A+ Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
For quality and experience building and remodeling, you want Wesson Builders. Family owned and operated, Wesson Builders has been serving the Toledo area since 1946, and quality and fair prices have kept them in business. Wesson home remodeling experts provide that personal touch to help you along the way. Rough shell or totally finished, they're reliable and reputable for all your home improvement projects. And they still do garages. Improve the quality of your life by improving the quality of your home. Wesson Builders.
Welcome to Pew's new state-of-the-art facility in Holland, Ohio. Stop by and see our many working products on display that help keep you comfortable.
Now is the best time to save on a complete Carrier air conditioning and heating system from Pew.
A newly designed Carrier air conditioner will help you reduce your electric bill up to 40%. Call Pew now or stop by our new location on Hamilton Drive off Angola Road between Holland, Sylvania and McCord.
Remember, there just wouldn't be a Pew without you.
Doing it yourself can get out of hand. Pro Handyman provides expert labor for those jobs around your house that you just can't get to or don't know how to. No job too small. From fixing a leaky faucet to remodeling a room, we can get it done. You can depend on our home repair and maintenance specialists to get your job done right the first time at an agreed upon price. Call Pro Handyman today or check us out on the web at prohandyman.net. Pro Handyman, at your service. Well, folks, we're here with Bill McConnell from Dunright Building Services. How you doing, buddy?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Not too bad. Hey, the weather's changing now, and things are getting a little better here.
It's really nice out.
Hey, you're actually starting a new project, and this was something we really wanted to do. Not only, I mean, it's a house out in the country,
right?
And basically, you're changing the outdoor floor plan here. You've put in new windows already,
correct.
And some interesting things have happened going into this project. Tell us what you got here.
Well, we had a nice hidden treasure when we opened up the porch floor the other day.
Okay.
And what we have here is the house is so old, they built, all of the support beams are actually built out of hand-hewn tree trunks.
Oh my goodness.
So what you've got here is you've got some water-damaged tree trunks with bark still on it. And so we're actually going to remove that and put new joist in through here and then block everything off so that our floor will run perpendicular this way outside here.
Basically over 100 years.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
And they, you know what, they lasted real well. You can tell where the water damage got them.
Right.
You know, and that was the big thing there. And it's really good that you guys are able to look and find out those problems, because this house is probably most of the whole house is probably got those timbers under it.
We haven't been under the whole house, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to have that, what they built the whole undercarriage with.
Okay, so what we're actually going to then do here is we're building a whole new porch system here, and you're going to actually bring this out, add some square footage. Our cameraman's falling a lot of sand and stuff here right now, but you're going to be actually making a nice big deck out here then.
Right. What they wanted to do is, since they have such a nice large front yard, and they have a nice view, is they wanted to sit out front basically and enjoy the view.
Sure.
So they didn't have much of a porch, and this was so bad they couldn't sit on it. So we're actually taking up all the bad flooring and putting all new framing in and extending the deck another 8-10 feet out this way, so they have a real nice 14 by 14 sitting and deck area to enjoy the summer with.
Are we doing anything with covering it, or is this going to be an open area then?
In the future, they're thinking about putting a deck cover on it, but once we're done here, what you have is a real nice colonial railing with the colonial spindles and the nice graspable handrail, and it'll look really good, and they'll be able to sit out here and enjoy the weather.
Now, Bill, and this is something we talked about here off camera, you know, this is a situation if you're going to be doing some sort of home remodeling at your house or having Dunright do it, you guys went and actually pulled a permit for this, which is this something that has to be done? Is this something that should be done? Or it really kind of saves your butt in that situation?
Yes is the answer to both those questions. It should be done, and it does need to be done whenever you're doing a structure on an existing home.
Okay.
And the reason being is that if a homeowner was going to try and tackle this project and came across a hand-hewn beam just like that, most clients aren't going to have the technical talent to basically be able to work around this, where guys like Skip here and Lee have been doing this for years, and they're going to do a great job getting in here. We're actually going to take that beam out, which isn't holding anything anymore,
right?
And we're going to put new joists in through there, so when they walk out of their house onto the new deck floor, it's going to be nice and solid and safe. The main reason to have a permit is, number one, it'll be inspected by the local township here, and so it'll be inspected to be safe and done to code. So that no matter what happens out here, it's safe for the customer. It's like an insurance policy for them to make sure that the contractor they hired is doing everything right.
Perfect.
And then we know when we walk away with an approved project that we left the customer with a safe and good-looking project.
Well, Bill, you're tearing all of this out right now, and one of those beams is exactly what you talked about here. Boy, that beam just took don't fall down in there. And actually, the wood planking was holding that beam up?
Yeah, there was so much water damage here that, like I said, it really wasn't safe to be on, and the customer doesn't come out here anymore. And like I said, they really wouldn't be able to come out here and use this. And so that's why once we opened this up and saw how bad it was, we jokingly refer to these things as hidden treasures. So as we find these things, we have to fix them.
Wow.
And luckily, since we were here and doing framing anyway,
that was part of it.
Yeah, this is no additional for the customer.
And Bill, here, as they're getting started here, you got all your posts dug, and we talked about this up in Michigan here. This post has to be dug a little bit deeper. In the Toledo and northwestern Ohio area, it's 36 inches to get below the frost line if you're going to put a hole so it doesn't heave up, a pole in. And what we've got here right now, you're what, 42 or 46?
We're 42 inches in the ground here for the footer, probably a little bit deeper than that, because we always dig a little bit more than we need to.
Okay.
And being sand, it has a tendency, if a lot of water got in there, it could cause some movement around things. Lee's putting some concrete down into the hole right now, and once we wet that up and it sets up inside there, this post will be set. Once he sets everything to be level and plumb through there, the deck will actually be able to build on a square platform, and everything will look perfect.
Well, that's something too I wanted to talk about here. If you look at these two poles right here, they look like they're offset, or they're not the same measurements as the others. And what's the explanation here?
As you come across right here, this is going to be the very front face of your new deck.
Okay.
This post right here is going to be the post for the railing coming down this way. So this is going to be your center set of stairs coming off the main deck into the front yard.
Right.
And so you need support across there, and what this support does right here, this is going to be cut off at deck level.
Okay, perfect.
So you'll have all the support for this post here, but you just won't see it anymore. And then that post there will all be set once it's all set and done. It'll all be strung in very nice and level and plumb through here. And once everything's all concreted, everything that sets, we'll be able to start building on it. And the deck actually goes pretty fast after that.
Okay, we're into our first bag. How many bags is Lee going to use here on this? And is it 1 or 2 bags?
We're looking at 2 bags per hole. And that basically gives 120 pounds of concrete in that hole, plus the dirt that we put on top of it. So once that sets up and cures inside the hole right there, that post will be permanent. The only way to get that out of there would be to actually dig out the ground around it.
Now, the one thing I noticed, you're putting your concrete in, which is quickcrete, but you're putting it in dry. Is there a reason for that?
Well, you can do it either way. You can mix it into a mixer ahead of time and then pour it as you need it. The problem with that is if we run into a delay or we come across the hidden treasure, then that concrete can be wasted. So by using quickcrete, we can use it as we need it.
And it works just fine then.
Yep, and then what you see there is you see the hose. He's going to actually saturate that concrete in there, and then mix it all up in the hole so that it actually has a good mixture and it cures properly.
Now I noticed too, he's using a little contraption here. I don't know if we can flip that on the outside there, Lee, so we can see. There you go. Now that actually shows your level and everything, both left, right, and works out real well then.
It's called a post leveler, and then what that does is it lets you know if you're plumb or not inside there. And as you run your strings across here, which you'll see probably tomorrow once everything starts getting set, you'll see that all the posts are going to be in line and nice and smooth.
Very nice. And once these are all put in then, before we can start putting in our wood and working with them a day?
Yep, about a day. Be fine.
About a day?
It dries pretty quickly, and then we'll start running our floor joists this way. So we'll have our floor joists this way, and our flooring is going to go perpendicular this way. The main reason for that is as they come out of the house, if it happens to be wet out here, they'll have much more traction. They'll be able to walk on.
Very good. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. That was quite a half hour of informative television here for you in Toledo. And these are all local people. There's just an incredible amount of great products and services that I'm proud to say I get to work with each and every week. And if there's any project that you guys need to do, of course, give us a call at 419-514-1302 is our number, or you can email us right over there at letsfixherup.com. We got a Facebook site too. Put a little blurb in there if you'd like to, and if there's anything we can help you out, we'd sure like to help you out with it. Once again, Justice and the great people over at Signature Decks, that project is just, folks, you have to watch next week's show because it is just incredible what they're doing with that. And we've had a lot of emails over the summer when we took some time off here about some of the fire pits and areas so you can just sit in your backyard and enjoy a little fire. And Justice has got some great ideas for that we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. Bill McConnell, dear friend and probably one of the best contractors in this city. No probablys about it. He really is. And he just works with people so well. And we're going to be showing you the finish of that house that we did up in Michigan, putting in that beautiful deck. And you'll be watching that next week. So, boy, we're glad to be back. Had a summer off, played a little golf, and relaxed a little bit. But it's sure is good to be home and be back on the air right here on 13.2 on the Plus Network. And all the great people that are working to make this happen. I'd like to thank them all. And hey, folks, we will see you next week right here on Toledo's only local home improvement show. That's Let's Fix Her Up.